There's been a lot of new cool AI tech and innovations that have come out in the past few weeks. And I'm going to be sharing to you some of the most revolutionary and important new AI tools that came out recently. And you should definitely keep an eye out for these in the future, as they could revolutionize parts of the world as we know it. Let's start off with some of the bigger news that happened a week or two ago. And it is one of the coolest AI advancements for photo editing. If you don't know what I'm talking about, it's Adobe Photoshop's new generative fill AI that they released for beta testing. Now, obviously you need to pay and own Photoshop to use this software, but it is pretty dope. Basically, you can import any image into Photoshop, and through the use of a magic wand or selecting an area, you can use generative fill. The AI will automatically fill in the blank space of the image with what it thinks should go there. For example, let's take this image that Matt Wolf was editing in one of his recent videos. He uploaded the blank video of this random dude with his phone in his hand, but the image is cut off at his waist. So if Matt decided that he wanted the man to, have legs, he could just use the AI feature and now suddenly he has legs. Now, as with all AI image generators, they tend to struggle with hands, feet, and other ligaments, but it is a pretty cool software. Another good example of this is album covers. You can take a small snippet of an album and then have the generative fill enhance the image to give you a full picture, an example of what the full picture would look like. And overall, this is a very, very fun tool to play around with, and it could definitely help you touch up some images and generate some pretty cool and interesting things. Now for our next AI news topic, we're going to hop over to a tool that has recently been remodeled. This is Lalamu Studios. This is similar to another program called DID, which will take a still image and make that image move in lip sync with any audio that you import. Lalamu does a very similar thing, except with a video. Now this has a lot of really interesting and potentially scary implications. So just to give an example, let's take this iconic scene from Lord of the Rings. Except, now let's change up what Gandalf the Grey is going to say. So instead of saying the classic, "You shall not pass," he's now going to say this iconic line from Harry Potter.
Dobby?
Master has given Dobby a sock.
What? I didn't...
Master has presented Dobby with clothes. Dobby is free.
And after uploading both of those files into Lalamu, and waiting for it to generate, we got this absolute gem of a video.
Master has given Dobby a sock.
Now the lip sync isn't perfect, but it is miles better than any previous technology that we had access to before. And while this is a fun tool that can be used to create a whole plethora of funny clips and memes, it also could have some potentially serious side effects. For example, if you were to use Lalamu in combination with an AI voice emulator or copier, you can do some really crazy stuff. I could basically make any famous person say absolutely anything I want them to, and then I loop it over an interview of theirs, and it looks like they said the thing that I just made up. So let's just take Elon Musk. I could use an AI cloning technology and just import some audios, like 20-minute long audios of Elon just talking, in order to get the AI to be able to clone his voice accurately. And then once I tune up and make sure that the audio is right, I could put in any text, and the AI voice generator would make Elon say something absolutely horrendous, but it sounds like he's saying it. And the total time it would take me to do this? Probably 10 minutes tops of actual work. So this tech has a lot of cool implications, and it will definitely be interesting to see how this technology will affect social media later on. Next up on our AI news is Nvidia. Nvidia has been in the spotlight the past week for a lot of stuff, so I'll try to keep it brief. Firstly, because of Nvidia's new AI tools and other tech, they have officially passed the $1 trillion market cap, making it the 6th biggest company in the world. I think they're a bit under $1 trillion right now, but they did pass it at one point. And with that accomplishment, they released a lot of news, such as them starting to release and build the most advanced supercomputer that we have. Now, normal day people will never be able to get their hands on this new technology, but they are selling these advanced supercomputers to companies such as Meta, Google, Apple, and Microsoft. Which basically means that these AI tools such as ChatGPT can have more processing capacity and can have access to more data a lot quicker, really just progressing AI technology. In addition to the supercomputer news, they also did a demo of a 3D software, where basically you take any normal 2D video, and using its software you can upload it into a 3D element. This includes drone shots and just normal videos, anything from like a town to a car. Now you might not think much of this, but it will allow new video game creation to be a lot more realistic. For example, if you would have a new Uncharted game featuring, I don't know, Venice as a setting, instead of hand generating and animating the city, you could just take a drone shot of the entire thing and using the software upload it into your game and save thousands of hours and tens of thousands of dollars, and it'll look more realistic because it's real. And odds are the everyday person won't be able to use this tech to any great advantage, but some big companies will definitely be able to use this in the future. And even after all that news, we still have one last piece of big news from Nvidia. And that is its Cloud Engine reveal and demo, which they recently showcased. Basically, this is a technology that allows video games to record any audio you say in real time and ask it to an AI NPC. So you can just speak into your mic and ask your own questions and say your own things. And if this tech gets implemented into games, it would make every player's experience drastically different. Here's the demo they gave this technology.
Everything is real time.
Hey Jen, how are you?
Unfortunately, not so good.
How come?
I am worried about the crime around here. It's gotten bad lately. My ramen shop got caught in the crossfire.
Can I help?
If you want to do something about this, I have heard rumors that the powerful crime lord Kuman Aoki is causing all sorts of chaos in the city. He may be the root of this violence.
I'll talk to him. Where can I find him?
I have heard he hangs out in the underground fight clubs on the city's east side. Try there.
Okay, I'll go.
Be careful, Kai.
None of that conversation was scripted. We gave this Jin AI character a backstory, his story about his ramen shop and the story of this game. All you have to do is go up and talk to this character. And because this character has been infused with artificial intelligence and large language models, it can interact with you, understand your meaning in a really reasonable way.
Literally, you could ask a random bartender out on a date in a video game, and there's a chance you would actually be able to do it. So Nvidia has done a lot in the past week or two when it comes to AI. So if you are enjoying this video and want to see more weekly news, make sure to drop a comment and let me know. And while you're down there, subscribe. And now we are finally done with Nvidia and can move on to another new tool from Google called Style Drop. This is basically Google's version of a text-to-image generator, except it's an image-to-image generator. If you've ever used Midjourney or Leonardo AI, you'll know it can give you some really complex images. However, it can be hard to describe the exact thing that you want. For example, if you were to ask for a Van Gogh style painting, Midjourney would give you that. However, Van Gogh has many different styles of paintings from its collection, so it might give you the style of one painting or just mix the styles together. But Style Drop fixes this. Basically, you upload an image or images that you like the style of, and then you ask Style Drop to make an image using blank style. A good example of this in actual use is this guy drowning in his red phone. You put that as the style, and then you ask the AI to make images with that same style. So you can have anything from a penguin to a banana to the moose in the same style as the original image. And it works pretty well. The images all look in the same style as the original image. Now this AI is very new and not available for use as of recording, but it's Google. You can be willing to bet they will throw a lot of money into this project to get it to be one of the better AI art tools out there, because AI art is extraordinarily profitable. And that's it for AI news this week. A good amount happened. If you want me to make this into a weekly series, please let me know in the comments, and while you're down there, consider subscribing. Either way, I'll see you next one. Peace out.